The veneers are shaking. The crime stories are shaking. The cargo is shaking. Los Angeles is shaking. The presidential election is shaking. I don't know who's shaking, Lil Yachty or Caribou. The girls are doing more than shaking this time. They're actually fighting. So JT, Jiteria, and Cardi B, Belle Khalees are into it online, and they're into it about their men. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. So a lot of people are applying the start of this beef to JT's tweets. And I'm here to tell you, it actually starts on Cardi B's album. On Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama, she speaks about JT. Baby, we knew who she was talking about. She called her a fake friend. She says you kicked your friend while you were down, while she was down. She said and referred to the Carisha and JT situation, saying while she was going through all that stuff with Diddy, you put shots about her in your song, which she kind of did. Let's just be honest. And you in dark shadows. Whoa, I'm pretty than a mother. Hoes be looking okay. Do you remember that? These girls in dark shadows. I was like, man, that's messed up, because this was all while Carisha was enduring the Diddy trial. So Cardi B was calling it out, and she even said on her song, somebody had to say it. So that put the lighter fluid on JT's grill to start having the conversation about her baby's father, Cardi B's baby father, Stefon Diggs, and his alleged assault charges against his brother's stylist that became his stylist and friend, Chris Blake Griffin. Now, I've explained the situation in my other videos to where Chris Blake Griffin was originally working with Stefon Diggs' brother, Marshawn. They started working together, and in my mind, I always said allegedly, but in my mind, they started to be romantic. They were spending a lot of times together, and it showed on Stefon's Instagram. There would be pictures of Stefon, Chris Blake Griffin, and the son. They look like a happy family. So to my knowledge, I thought that he was out. So when he started dating Cardi B and having all these babies by random yellow skin women, I was like, okay, sure, whatever. You could be bi. That's totally the B in the LGBTQIA. Well, JT had this to say. She said Cardi B baby father is a gay man. Not because of how he dresses or expresses himself, but because of Chris. Said it out of his mouth, justice for Chris, I stand with the gays. She went on to quote an article that was making light of the situation. Said Chris Blake Griffin details the night he alleges Stefon Diggs drugged him. He beat off in front of him and then put his tongue in his ear. Griffith alleges that Diggs tried to unalive him for turning down his advances. Diggs' brother, Derez, was arrested on another occasion for showing up to Griffith's home with older men attacking and robbing him. Now, I spoke on this in one of my previous videos too, that there was controversy when Stefon Diggs and Chris Blake Griffin stopped being cool. Griffith stopped being cool. There were people that came to his house and stole things that Stefon had purchased for him and gave them back to Stefon. So he would show, there would be a wallet chain that Chris Blake Griffin had on the Chanel bag. After he got robbed, Stefon Diggs put the wallet chain back on his jeans. There was a necklace that he had given him, and then after it was stolen, after he got robbed, that necklace was seen on Stefon Diggs again. So there's a lot of evidence of that online. To me, again, it gave lovers' quarrel. I said, okay, you and your boyfriend broke up, and just like I said, Nunu and Rashad from ATL, I want my dang necklace back. But let's continue to read her response. She said, this is effing nuts and sad. Gay men should be protected, and I feel like this isn't being taken seriously enough. People asked her, why is she doing this? She said, no, I want justice for Chris. Well, of course, people started bringing up the LGBTQIA allegations against JT's current boyfriend, Lil Uzi Vert. Now, Lil Uzi Vert now is a they, them. He is non-binary and goes by the name Leslie. I always wonder, was Uzi his dead name? But it says his name is Leslie. And JT responded to that because someone said, B, this is your man. You got bigger fish to fry. This is Uzi pictured here in a very cute outfit. You know, me and Uzi have the same birthday. So I love the look. It's giving me all of my fall colors, to be honest. But she said, yes, my man does this. Minds his business, works hard, takes care of his family, inspired his generation, and doesn't snatch butt. His style is what made him Lil Uzi. We are talking about Chris right now. Focus. So she wants the binoculars off of Leslie and back onto Stefon Diggs. Then Cardi B came with these receipts. These was kind of a 2-1 punch after JT saying all that about her baby dad. She said, I want justice for them babies your man made you unalive every time. Ask about what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Britt in that courtroom, but she didn't show up. Or do I need to play the audio? So before I continue to read, Britt is his ex-girlfriend, Brittany, that he used to use as a muse all the time. So when Uzi would make an album, Love is Rage, any kind of Love is Rages, it would always be a cartoon of him and Brittany. He would make songs about her all the time. This is Uzi and Brittany Bird at the time. They were together for a really long time, and it is rumored, I do believe that now she's in a relationship with the artist St. John. So she's been moved on, and Uzi actually was rumored to try to fight St. John when they were having dinner together, that he was a bit abusive towards Brittany, so she moved on. But they were very much in love when they were young, and he made so much music about her. I always felt like he wanted to get back with her. It gave Muse. So for Cardi B to bring that up, that was a really low blow, saying he really wanted to see her in that courtroom. She almost called JT a placeholder. So let's continue reading. Ask what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Bert in that courtroom and she didn't show up, or do I need to play the audio? And don't let me say what he was saying about Rock Nation, just ungrateful. And she released a series of messages. Let us read those. So this is a conversation between Uzi and JT. I had to read it myself to understand who was talking here. So JT is in the blue. Uzi is in the black. I don't want to come up there sick and moody and then you get mad and curse me out. Then I beat you up. It's too much. I want because I invited you to. She said, I have to work. Come here. I'll come after we leave Miami if we still like each other. He said, you think I ever been through this, to be honest? I love this ish. You love me? She's like, LMAO, you retarded. You make me evil. I don't act like this. Uzi said, you mad at me, yeah, but it's just because you pregnant, so it makes you even more moody. She said, one thing about me, I don't show, which is really, really interesting. Like, have you been pregnant before and you just don't show, so nobody questioned you? So this is Uzi spilling tea to Cardi B, kind of telling her business and sending messages to Cardi B, probably in the past. So this is JT who is getting text. So she's in the white. Really turned on me for her. You showed her. She said, no, I didn't. You did that to make her feel good. I understand. I go so hard for you. I would never turn on you for a dude, ever. Man, Uzi, and see Cardi B's fingers in the way. She said, why you pretend to care about me? Something. And he said, with this girl, ain't no way anybody can make you do that for a whole 5 to 6 days. So what I'm inferring, I really wish Cardi would have moved her finger. But what I'm inferring is Uzi chose to be around another girl for a couple of days outside of JT, and Belle Khalees has the evidence. Cardi went on to say this about Chris the first time she spoke on the situation. Chris lied because he was stealing and got caught. There's receipts for that. He lied on Gervonta Davis too and changed the story 1,000 times. Now, this is where it gets messy because remember, Chris had these photos of Gervonta Davis giving very much kissy, kissy, love, love. And it said super featherweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis. And this looks like him with Stefon Diggs. And he said, live your truth, champ. JT's now tagging everyone. She's tagging the Patriots, CNN, Donald Trump, Atlantic Records. So it's going down online, and I wonder if the beef will continue. And especially, I wonder if they're going to put it on wax.